Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You're watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
A second chance for a North Las Vegas gambling parlor. We'll tell you what's happening to the Poker Palace Casino. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your health news, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A lawsuit is filed against Real Water after the family of a Las Vegas man claims heavy consumption of the product killed him. According to the complaint, Steven Soteros was hospitalized unexpectedly last May and diagnosed with late-stage liver cancer. He died 3 weeks later. His family said he heavily consumed Real Water for nearly a decade. This is the fourth death linked to the product and joins nearly 100 others who've reported health problems after drinking Real Water. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, Real Water is no longer operating. Federal records show it filed for bankruptcy. Moving on to some other top stories, a Vegas loop worker suffers a crushing injury near the Strip while working in a tunnel. The Clark County Fire Department said the incident happened Wednesday night, shortly after 10 o'clock on Paradise Road, just north of Flamingo. CCFD crews descended to the tunnel opening and made contact with the patient. They assessed the victim's injuries, then prepared him for transport, using a crane to lift him to the surface. He was taken to Sunrise Hospital, where the boring company says he's stable and doing well. CCFD said tunnel boring operations at the site have been temporarily halted pending an investigation. A new effort is underway to relocate an iconic real estate mogul's property. Howard Hughes' former single-story bungalow called Greenhouse may soon sit at a new site. A fundraising project from Heritage in Motion would fund moving the structure from its current site to the Clark County Museum.
Thanks to the Clark County Museum, we are actually preserving history, so for future generations they can remember where we came from.
The home was built in the 1950s, leased by Hughes in 1953. He lived there for about 8 months, but used the home as an office. There's about $1.6 million left to pay for the endeavor. If the fundraising goal is met, the greenhouse would become one of the most noteworthy homes part of the museum's Heritage Street. Now for your weather forecast, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. An air quality advisory for smoke has been issued for the region and will be in effect through today. Sunny skies today, starting off your morning in the lower 70s by 8 a.m., reaching the 80s by 10, with a high around 90 degrees by 4 p.m. Sunny skies continue this weekend into Monday. We'll be seeing a high of 93 on Saturday and Sunday, reaching 94 for Monday. Mostly clear skies overnight with lows in the lower 70s.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. I'm Dominic Vaughn. Well, the Raiders are heading into week number 2 of the NFL season, and the home opener on Monday night against the Chargers. The Silver and Black gearing up to take on LA quarterback Justin Herbert, fresh off of his win against the Chiefs. Raiders corner Eric Stokes on facing the LA QB.
He's one of them quarterbacks that you got to be aware of everything, no matter what. He can run, he can make any type of throw on the field. You just got to be prepared for it. And just go out there and just do you, because you know for a fact, like, hey, he can make it every throw. But you got to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's too.
Stokes had 5 tackles in week 1 against the Patriots.
Now for business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority addresses the negative feedback it's received for its new ad campaign. In a meeting earlier this week, the agency's chief marketing officer says the new ad campaign has been warmly embraced, but not locally. The multi-million-dollar campaign to bring tourists back to the city kicked off with a 60-second TV spot that aired last Thursday during the NFL game. She says she was disappointed with local media outlets covering the negative reaction to the ad on social media instead of focusing on the positive.
The fact is that this campaign is basically designed for those from out of state, not necessarily for locals. And even though a lot of local people have weighed in on it and said they don't like the campaign the way it is, that really doesn't matter as much because it's directed to bringing people from out of town here.
The next big campaign driver happens Friday at Harry Reid International Airport when live entertainment with DJs will greet visitors coming off planes and the ride-hailing waiting area. A second chance for a soon-to-be shuttered gambling parlor in North Las Vegas. The property known as Poker Palace Casino is changing hands and preparing for a major overhaul. The new owner, Truckee Gaming LLC, says it'll close the property in early October and begin a top-to-bottom remodel. Reopening is expected in early 2026.
Now for your 7 at 7 sports update. Another weekly honor for UNLV and Amaris Brown, this time nationally. Brown awarded the Jim Thorpe Award as National Defensive Back of the Week. The senior DB leads all of college football with 3 interceptions through 3 games in 2025, including a tip drill pick against UCLA in Week 2 to seal UNLV's 30-23 win over the Bruins, on top of 5 total tackles in the game. The undefeated Rebs have a bye week this week and pick back up, taking on Miami of Ohio on the road September 20th. Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. 5 college football games kick off today, starting with Indiana as 48.5-point favorites at Caesars Sportsbook over Indiana State, when Syracuse has a 37.5-point favorite over Colgate. Kansas State is a 1-point favorite over Arizona, and the total for that contest is 54.5 points. Houston is favored by 4 over Colorado, and the total for that game is set at 45. And UCLA is a 15.5-point home favorite over New Mexico, and the total for that one is 52.5 points.
In Lifestyle, sponsored by Silverton Casino Lodge, this is Lodge Vegas. Las Vegas's upscale boutique from Goodwill has set a reopening date. Deja Blue Boutique is reopening at 9755 West Charleston Boulevard on September 19th. The 8,000 square foot store will offer clothing, shoes, handbags, and accessories with high quality fashion and upscale brands, according to a news release. All donations and sales from the boutique will go towards Goodwill's career services and train to hire programs. Now for Neon, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Sphere announces its first Latino headliner performing Mexican Independence Day weekend in 2026. Our Neon columnist John Katsoulides has the scoop.
I'm out in front of Duke of York Theatre here in London, where Stereophonic is playing. It will be playing next month in Las Vegas. What a coincidence. But I'm not so far from Vegas to tell you that Karin Leon is the first Latino headliner ever at Sphere, announced formally at the venue in an event at Wynn Las Vegas on Thursday night. Leon has sold out MGM Grand Garden Arena this weekend. He has drawn 70,000 fans to Rodeo Houston. He's a bona fide superstar. You know what else is a bona fide superstar? Go Guide at neon.lvrj.com. Check us out for more than 1,000 shows and events. Like Las Vegas and like London, it's open 24/7.
That's been your Friday News Update. You can watch 7 at 7 weekdays on any of your favorite streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Don't forget to tune in tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law.